Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. My name is Sanja. Today I'm going to be talking about something really important, so pay attention, listen, take notes if necessary, because this is really important for you and people around you. Especially if you're not asked, do not comment, do not say anything unless it's nice, unless it's kind, unless it's gonna serve you and another person. Now, I've had a lot of experiences in this where people would just say something, they're not even asked about it, but they have the need to say it and it's not serving anyone. For example, before I continue, I'm not saying this to judge you, I'm not saying this to offend you, I'm saying this to make you aware of your actions, of your thoughts, of what you're doing to yourself and other people. Especially if you have your loved ones, from love, you would like the other person to be happy. You love another person and you want them to have peace, joy, to experience life in the best way possible. You want them to have a good life. You want them to feel good. So also implement that on yourself. If you don't love yourself, link down below explaining everything how to do that. If you have limiting beliefs or beliefs that are not serving you, I'll link that down below as well. Have a look at that, change it. Today, I'm just talking about the action that you are doing, sometimes probably mostly unconscious, that you've been taught that is not serving anyone. Now, let's get into it. One of the recent comments that I got was under one of my videos that they say, I am politely saying this, or I'm allowing myself to make this comment. I prefer, that was them, when your hair is brown rather than blonde. Now, and they're like, I'm hoping you're not offended. If I am, and I'll delete this comment. Now, they were coming from a nice place that they think that comment will serve me because they think and they prefer different color on my head and my hair to be different. And I'm thinking, try and listen to yourself. You prefer, so not me, you prefer for me to have a different hair color. Isn't it my hair? Shouldn't it be my choice? Were you even asked what you prefer so that you would make that comment? Now, I'm not someone who's going to get offended by this. I'm not someone who's going to get triggered by this. This is my hair. If I prefer to dye my hair in certain colors, it's up to me. I have this physical experience. I have this vessel that I can play with in any way that I want. You're not even asked for that opinion, and it's your preference. I made a video about diversity. I made a video about variety. I'll link them down below as well if you want to see it. It's because not all of us are going to want the same things. It's because every single one of us is going to look at a certain thing from a different perspective. We're going to have different tastes in certain things. So this isn't, again, me judging or offending that person or saying how dare you, or me even thinking because of that comment I'm going to change my hair color. I'm just saying, try and think, why would you think that would serve anyone, that comment? And this is obviously one of the mildest, less offensive things but someone else might get offended. Someone else might think, especially if they don't like themselves, especially if they don't know who they are, especially if they haven't healed certain wounds, some people really might get triggered by this. And what have you done with that comment? And in that comment it says, if you're offended, I'll delete the comment. It's not about that. What if the person actually gets offended? Even if you delete the comment, you already caused a certain damage by that person. If you even think there's a possibility of that person getting offended And this is honestly so trivial and so not important, because it isn't important. It's not your hair. You're not asked. You're not even a person that is close to this person. If you think this person might get offended, don't do it. Don't go in it. Don't say anything. Now, another example that I'll be making from someone that was close to me, my partner, was when I made a certain meal. They love this meal. They had it before 200,000 times. Not that amount, but hey. So it's not the first time and it's not the 20th time. It's more than that I've made it. And I keep making it because I know everyone in the household loves it. On that particular day, whatever the reason was, I got from my partner, "It looks like a mush." So I didn't even ask, "How's your food?" I didn't even ask, "Do you like the looks of it?" There was no reason. I didn't ask a question. So they would tell me this. And then I said, "What's the reason for this? Like this answer, do you never want me to make it again?" Or, no, it tastes lovely." Okay, what's the reason behind that comment? Always ask yourself. So again, I'm not a person that's going to get offended. I'm not type of, usually they say this about women, although I see a lot of men getting offended by nothing, but somehow it's all up to women getting offended. But anyway, I'm not the person who's going to get, "How can we say this? Why did you say that?" I don't go, I'm not a drama person. Like, that's okay until you're maybe 25, 26. And until your brain it's still developing and all that, and the hormones, and or maybe when a woman is pregnant or something like that, certain periods, maybe your loved one passes away, there are certain moments when I would say, okay, go through that. But at this age, without any of that, I'm not into drama like that at all. And I just ask, what is the reason behind it? Well, I'm just telling the truth. This is so, this is such an excuse that it's old. This is such an excuse that it's already used up so many times by a bunch of people. There is no such thing nowadays where you can say that as an excuse and be the reasonable excuse. Don't use these words. "Oh, I'm just telling the truth." That's pointless. That's just washed up. That's just, just people that do these things, you already, by that saying, you already know everything there is about them. Just don't use this. Just don't. Honestly, just don't. I'm telling the truth. I had to say it because that's what everyone keeps saying. So, if it's not nice, if it's not serving anyone, why are you saying it? What are you gonna make now? What is the end result of that? "It looks like a mush." The only reason I can think up with, which I said it already, was you never want to see this meal ever again. It's fine, I won't cook it. No, it tastes lovely. Then I don't understand. Now, obviously, this is not how I reacted. I just left it because some people just don't understand certain things. But this is why I'm telling all of you who want to make this world a better place, that want people to have better lives, that if you want to affect even your loved ones in a better way, if you want your loved ones to feel good and you want to add on it, you can't add on it with these types of comments. You just can't. I also remember my daughter getting into this lovely, in her mind, lovely belle dress from Beauty and the Beast. She loves it. Obviously for us adults, we would never wear it. It's a costume for, toddlers. And she loved it. She felt like she was on the top of the world. She had this beautiful dress on, again in her head, which is the only thing that matters. And her father walks in. "What on earth are you wearing?" What do you think will go through that child's mind? I feel beautiful. I'm doing something that I feel amazing in this dress. I'm showing it to you how proud I am of wearing it. And you making that comment are only putting her down, saying what you think it's irrelevant. Who cares that you feel beautiful? I think it sucks. Now you think you suck. It has no purpose. These types of comments have no purpose other than putting people down, especially in those young age, and especially people that have not healed, that do not love themselves, which is a lot of people in this world. And instead of us raising those people, making them aware where they can maybe work on themselves, but most of all, giving them love, giving them something that it's maybe going to be the only highlight in their days, you, not all of you, some of you, make sure to put them down, masking yourself behind, I'm only telling the truth, I'm only saying the truth. Those types of comments do not do anything but put other people down. Do not make them, do not justify yourself like that. Oh, I'm only giving them no one asked you, especially if no one asked you. Do not hide behind, I'm only telling the truth. That's just your excuse so you can justify your words, so you can justify what you did. Do not do that. And for instance, this parent can say, well, I'm only telling the truth. I mean, the dress sucks. No. No, 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 no. Do you love your daughter? Yes. Just say you look beautiful. Your daughter is always going to be beautiful no matter what she wears. You don't have to comment on the dress. Comment how beautiful she is. Oh my God, I love that smile on your face. I love how confident you are at this moment. I love you bring such joy to me. You look so happy. I love when you're happy. I love that you're original. I love that you're using your creativity. You have so many lovely things to say, so many that are also the truth. And you can build that character up and you can add on the happiness instead of tearing someone down by unnecessary comments, hiding behind, I'm only telling the truth. So if you're not asked, especially if you're not asked, and you think something that is not kind, you think something that is not going to make this person happy, you think someone that might put this person down, do not say it, zip it, and find something else that is going to maybe brighten that person's day, that it's going to be kind to them, that it's going to be supportive, that it's going to be filled with love. You can't put someone down and say, oh, because I love you, I'm making that comment. No, that's not what love is. And stop saying something that love is that it isn't. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't offend. Love doesn't put people down. Love, there's no such thing for me as tough love. Love is not tough. Love is nice. Love is light. Love is liberating. Love is freedom. Love is joy. Love is appreciation. Even if there's something you don't like about them, maybe comment on something that you do like. Don't say maybe, I don't know, your outfit sucks today. Find something on them that you like. Maybe that person's hair color, maybe that person's eyeshadow, maybe that person's eye color, maybe that shade of lipstick, even if it's just someone's smile. Oh my God, I love your smile. You just smiled. Oh my God, I love the way that it looks on you. Find something, because if you want to do this, make people feel better, especially your loved ones. At this moment, you're having a habit of putting people down, whether you know it or not, with these types of comments. And I know a lot of parents do this, and you have adult children of 40, 50, 60 years old and still having their mothers putting them down, hiding behind the mask, I love them, I'm only telling the truth. Now, some of them will never be aware of this. Some of them will never learn their lesson. You don't have to be one of them. Don't be like them. However, if you do have this habit, first of all, make it aware. Some of you are so completely unaware of this. When you do this, find those little times when you're like, okay, is this comment gonna be serving? Is this comment gonna be kind? Is this comment gonna bring anything good? If it isn't, stop yourself. Again, you now have to create new habits, and it's gonna take some time, and you'll be shifting between these two places, your old habit and new habits, until this one becomes your dominant one. So don't put yourself down, don't feel guilty if you do this, but make sure you do more positive comments after that. If you heard yourself that already shooting out of your mouth, find something. You know, when they say if you put a child or you say something negative to your child, that one comment, you need at least 5 positive one to level these things up. 5 to 1, 5 positive to 1 negative comment. It's usually like this. It's usually 5 negative and 1 positive one. Comment everything that your child does good. Comment everything that your loved one does that it's nice, kind. When we teach kids, this is one of the things that I do. That's why I'm giving the comment. I taught my child to, before we cross the street, she's 4, stop, and until I say we can go, we both look, but you know, sometimes she can't maybe see everything, she's not maybe familiar with the indicators, she's 4 still, stop until mommy says we can go. You're not crossing the street. Even if we're running after each other, chasing each other, you're riding a bike, whatever it is, she always stops. Every single time, and she's been stopping for the past, I don't know, 2 years. Every single time, not every, maybe 99% of the time, she stops. I say, thank you for stopping. Now, some of the people might be, well, you know, she should be stopping. She should be doing this. She should be doing that. No, she shouldn't. There are a lot of kids that don't listen to their parents. There are a lot of kids that are not taught certain things or forget sometimes. Again, they're kids. We forget even as adults. Kids forget as well. Every single time, thank you for stopping. I want to make sure I'm proud of her. I want to make sure I am still appreciating the things that she's doing, although they might be considered, well, you're supposed to be doing that anyway. There are a lot of things that people are supposed to be doing. No one appreciates it. Appreciate what person is doing to you. Appreciate, even if it's a kiss from a partner. Oh my God, thank you for that kiss. It was magical. I love that we're still kissing each other. I love that we're still giving each other's, you know, that we're gentle towards each other, that we still have anything that you can find. If you have a child that is calling you, thank you for calling me. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I've ever told you this. Every time I hear your voice, I love your voice. Thank you for being my child. Thank you for calling me. There are some kids that never call their parents. But even if they're not calling you, if you're one of those, well, my kids never call me, ask yourself why. I've had a mother that has 4 children, not mine, someone else's, but telling me, oh, my kids are not kind to me, my kids are not, doing this, they're always rejecting me, blah, blah, blah. And I know a mom that is much worse to their kids and all her kids respect her. First of all, don't compare yourself with others, because you don't know every single moment that that person has put into their kids. You have no idea. Maybe you've heard the worst things. Maybe you've seen some of the things. You don't know what goes on when they go home. You don't know what's you don't know. Trust me, you don't know. Some people don't even know themselves, let alone someone else's situation. So maybe you've seen a few things. You don't know what happens, everything that happened. So that's number 1. First of all, don't compare yourself to others. Second of all, pay attention to your actions. Pay attention to every single time that certain person said something, did something, snapped. There always is a reason behind it. I have 2 parents still alive. I speak to one of them, I don't speak to the other one. I know why I don't speak to the one and why I'm speaking to the other one. Because they're completely different. Because one is a narcissist, one only what they did was bullying, was beating up, was telling bad words, was teaching that, you know, unhappiness is the only thing you can do in life because, you know, that's the only way to live. The other one would know when to give me the advice, when to give me the comment that should be constructive. Obviously, as a parent, you have to teach your kids certain things. It's not always going to be bubbly. But knowing how to say it, when to say it, what to say, instead of just judging, instead of just calling someone names, instead of, like, the other parent also compared me and my brothers, and it was always, why are you not like your sister? I have brothers. Why are you not like your sister? Why is she better than you? Why would you do that? And again, never anything good. Maybe there were a few good things growing up, but a few from a parent. Whereas with the other one, every single time my mother, let's say, punished me, disciplined me, whatever you want to call it, I don't like these words, but whenever she would, you know, make me responsible for my actions, that's the best way I can put it, I was always agreeing with her. I remember the first time I got a phone, which, you know, kids nowadays grew up with one, but I remember it wasn't a smartphone, none of that. Us older generations, we know this. I was a teenager in my late teens, and I did something, and my mum said, a week without a phone. I said, okay, fine. I deserved it. Like, there is an action that I did that was not according to the rules, and I broke that, fine. But with my father, he would punish you for no reason. No reason what. He would say, yes, you can go out. You would be ready, going out the door. He would say, change my mind, come back in. What did I do? Like, did I do something? Did I make you angry? Nothing, I just changed my mind, come back in, you can't go out. And there would be these things every single day, throughout the day, so many of them. Never sorry, never apologize, never thought anything bad was done. But when you give it your all, when you try, and in the end, wasn't even me who broke the contact. I got said, leave the house now, because I didn't want to say certain things. Can you imagine that? At 20 something, but even before that, but the last time we spoke, I was 23, 4, 24-ish maybe. And when you walk out this door, do not come back. And again, even before there was a period for years when we didn't speak, even now, I got kicked out of my own house. Luckily, I wasn't staying there, but I was staying at my grandma's. When you go out, so even then, I did not do God knows what wrong. He just asked me something and he said, you're never going to tell me this, are you? I'm saying, no, but 2 weeks ago you said it was fine if I say nothing about this. What he thought was he's going to butter me up for 2 weeks and maybe I say something that I don't want to say, that he said it was okay if I don't say it. And that was the reason for me being kicked out. Now, when you live, again, I just give you tiny little bit of snippets. There were many worse things that happened. When you live like this, when you try your all, when you're even there, even if you don't want to be there, and someone like that kicks you out, says, I don't want no contact, I don't want anything. Obviously, I would love to have a normal parent, but if that's not going to happen, you know, it's what I find safety in is knowing that it's not me. He can even blame me, and he even said to everyone else, like, you know, she was the one who left, she was the one who do this. It's not about that. I know it's him. I know it's not me. The amount of things that I've been told, because you did this, because I'm like, I didn't. I've been punished for nothing. I've been through so many situations that I've realized it's not me. It's them. Everyone is showing you who they are. Everyone with these types of comments is showing you what you feel inside, whether you've been told this, whether you actually believe this about yourself, or whether you think that is the only way maybe you can feel important. Maybe that's the only way that you can give a little bit of what you call happiness for yourself. Maybe somehow you're relevant because you're saying something. I mean, whatever it is, that those types of negative comments, those types of comments that are not serving anyone, just to make sure you're aware of it, whether you're saying it to yourself, whether you're saying it to others. You know that those types of comments do not represent love. You know that your facade of I'm just telling the truth, I love you, tough love, whatever you might call it, it's not gonna help that other person. It's just gonna make them miserable. It's just gonna make them miserable. And I've seen people that have believed those negative comments and think they're not worthy because their parents, because their sibling, because maybe their teacher, maybe the kid in school said something, and now they have applied it to every single thing in their lives. Everything. It might start with, what on earth are you wearing? But it can be, okay, I thought this was nice, this isn't nice. I thought I was beautiful, I'm not beautiful. I thought I was happy, this is the bad way to be happy. And it can go on every single aspect in their life. Well, if my dress isn't nice, maybe my hair isn't nice, maybe my eyes aren't nice, maybe my whatever. I've also heard this parent saying to their kids, oh, you have fat fingers. But I'm only meaning it as a joke. I don't mean it. Why would you say something like that? There's no any excuse. And that's also obviously hiding. I'm just joking. I don't mean it. That's not excusing what you just said. Whether you meant it or didn't mean it, there's a reason you said it. That sentence, those words are not serving anyone. Find a better joke. Find a better joke without offending someone in the process. Don't offend people. And you might say, well, I'm not offending. I only did it as a joke. I'm only being honest. I'm blah, blah, blah. Stop. Just stop. It's not nice. And I'm really hoping you will be aware of it from now on. So when the time comes, you can stop yourself in time, or remember that behind one negative comment, say at least 5 positive ones, just to even the situation up, even it. Not even make it better, even it up. So if you blurb something that is not nice, you can say, well, let's say your hair is a mess. Dress is a mess, doesn't matter. Your hair is lovely. I love your beautiful eyes. I love that smile on your face. Maybe you can even say, wouldn't be the dress I would be wearing, but I love that it brings up your smile. I love that you're confident in it. I like how it brightens up your eyes. I love the spark in your eyes because of it. You can always make sure you say something good that is still truthful, that is kind, and that's gonna serve that person. Compliments are the best things that you can do. Still be truthful. Because when you're not truthful, when you're doing it forcefully, let's say, and you don't mean what you're saying, people can detect that. No matter how much you're trying to force it, act it, people can sense the energy is not right. But you can always find truthful things that you actually do mean. Especially with your loved ones, you know them a lot. I'm not saying you know maybe everything, because no one knows everything, but you know them enough to know that you can make, and if you're not sure, practice. Make a list of all the people that you love. You can do it secretively. Make a list: my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my child, the second child, third child, myself. Make sure you include yourself in the list. You can put yourself first if you want to. Every single person, and then write at least 10 things what you love about them. At least 10 things. Afterwards, maybe the 10 things will be a bit harder in the beginning because you have to practice this. Maybe you only practiced the negative, you didn't practice the good stuff. Practice the good stuff. Or you can even sit, close your eyes, and imagine them in front of you and just practice what nice things would you say that is actually kind, that is actually going to be serving them, that you actually mean. And then when the time comes, which can be even the next time you see each other, you can say those things. If you have a partner that maybe you don't like their clothing and what they're wearing, don't say it. If you don't like their clothing, and let's say they ask you, because this was all been mostly about if you're not asked, if they are asking you, you don't like it, there are other good things that you can say. I love how your eyes are sparkling. I love the confidence that it brings up in you. I love the smile of your face. That outfit is gorgeous because your face brightened up. No one asks you, do you want you to wear this? How does it look on this person? There are a lot of people that create content like this, and they showed you like 5, 6 dresses, outfits, whatever that may be, and then they say choose the outfit for me. And the amount of comments, which I love, that you can see underneath is choose this outfit because your face brightens up, your eyes are sparkling, you have the biggest smile on your face. A lot of people get this. A lot of people know what is that. It's not the outfit. In today's day and age, 2023, people, you can wear anything you want. This isn't the period in time when you had to wear certain things. Today, you can pretty much wear anything. It's the confidence that the outfit brings out in you that is the most important out of all. I watched this, I think the only fashion blogger, Tamara Kalinic, she's from Serbia, where I'm from, and she wore these, I think were Gucci, like furry sandals. People, I would not pull those sandals off for the love of me, but she rocks them like nuts. In those sandals, she looks, she's so confident wearing them. That's the whole point of fashion. That's the whole point of your style. It's not about people saying, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I would never wear that. Oh, what on earth do you think you are? Oh, that's ugly. No. She rocked them. They would be ugly on me. I would not know how to make those work. They're beautiful on her because she knows she feels good in them, and that's the only thing that matters. So next time, a lot of the men are gonna be behind this when a woman asks them, how do I look? You are beautiful, you are confident, your eyes are sparkling, your face is like brightened up, you look mesmerizing. And all these comments are true, and even if you don't like the outfit, they would still be true. So make sure you lift people up. Make sure you say things that are nice, that are going to be serving people. People, all they do is put people down, sometimes on purpose. A lot of the times behind the I'm joking, I love you, I had to say this because of that, I'm only telling the truth. Stop using those, washed up excuses, honestly. Like, people can't even come up with good excuses anymore nowadays. Now, you will have certain, really rarely, people that will really ask, do you also like this outfit? Because I need you to like this outfit, because if you like this outfit, then I'm gonna love the outfit. But then you can actually point from that type of view, if they're interested in it, which the majority isn't, what specifically may be about it that you don't like, whether it's the color on that skin type, whether it's the shape, and there are people that will love those types of comments, which again are really rare. So make sure you know this person, what they're asking for, specifically what they're asking for, because the majority of people just want a compliment. The majority of people just want to be seen. The majority of people just want to be valued. Don't put them down. Don't make silly comments. Do not say it unless you're asked. And even when you're asked, make sure you amplify what is good about them that you really do like. So don't put yourself on the spot if you can't say it like that quickly. Write it down, practice it. If you don't want anyone to know, hide it, burn it safely. Maybe don't burn it, just make sure no one sees it. You know, soak it in water, throw it away. I don't know. If you want to done it secretively. What is the most important is for you to practice positive comments. Is for you to practice how to bring people up instead of putting them down. Is for you to practice this new habit of rising people up, of making, you know, helping people be seen, helping people just appreciate people. That there's so many little things that can be done that can make the huge difference. You have no idea. And if you're a parent, oh my God, if you're a parent, please do not put people down. Please do not put your children down. The damage that can do to your kids, and probably has already made it, make it up. Please make it up. Don't ever put your kids down, ever. And maybe in the beginning, if you've never done this, it'll be, are you all right? Are you okay? Is anything wrong with you? Are you dying? Are you blah, blah, blah? You can even apologize. I did not know the effects that it did to me. I didn't even know better. That's what I was taught love is. That's what I was taught that the good parenting is. I found out that it actually isn't. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and change. But then if you do change and they still don't believe you, because they won't, they've had the proof of something else for the longest period of time. Do not stop. Do not say, well, I am changing. Why aren't you recognizing it? Well, my kids don't believe me when I say this, because you have not done this, probably ever. Or again, if you say one negative comment, you need 5 positive to level it up. Well, you sure did not level it up. Now, from now on, let it be your mission that you're going to be making it up again, not just with compliments, with other things. Showing up. Do you need any help? I can help you out. You know your kids better than anyone else, I'm hoping. You know what would help them, what would not. Maybe even for some of your kids will be just stay out of certain things for a while. But do not punish them then if they don't believe it, if they don't see it as truthful. Make it sure as your mission, you'll do it for the rest of your life, even if for the rest of your life they do not believe you. But if you really do this from a good heart, from a kind heart, from a good place, not judging them if they don't recognize it, but you still work on yourself, work on that, work on your healing, work on forgiving maybe certain people, work on your vibration, work on self-love, work on all of it, not just the compliments that you might give from now on and maybe never saying anything negative. Work on everything as a package. In time, they will recognize it. But if they have not seen any of that and you're just starting to do this, even if you're not a parent, even if you're a partner, whatever it is that you may be, a sibling, doesn't matter, they might not believe you. But so don't just work on words, work on everything around you, your positivity, your happiness, your self-love, the appreciation, and then don't just show it to them, show it to yourself, show it to the world. If you just figured out maybe that you've done something hurtful to someone else, work on healing that part of you. With healing will come forgiveness. Work on that part of you. Talk maybe to that person, apologize. Say specifically, you can practice before you do this. I hurt you, I'm so sorry. I maybe just now am aware of it, of the consequences that it may give you. I'm not asking for your forgiveness. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying this to justify my behavior, prove my behavior. Don't just go on then maybe why you did it as a proving, unless they want to hear the story of the why. But just say it has nothing to do with you. It was the place where I was at. Sorry that I caused you this pain. Sorry that maybe your life changed because of this, that you maybe doubted yourself, doubted your worth. It was not you, it was me. Because hurt people, it has nothing to do with the other person. This is why I don't get offended by certain things, because I realize that it's about the other person. Because once you're healed, you have self-love, you have happiness. You don't have the need to do that to the other one. You don't have the need to put other people down. You just want to lift them up. You just want to make them heal. You just want to help them. You just want to put a smile on their face. You just want to make sure they have a good time. You just want to give love. So once you're aware of that, then you know where the other person is coming from as well. And you don't get triggered. You might stay away from that person, you may block the person, you may never even need to have a contact with that person, depends what it is, but you don't get triggered, you don't get emotionally involved in it. You sort the situation out, how it needs to be sorted out, let's say, and then you just move on. So please do not make comments that are not kind, that will not be serving anyone. And obviously, yes, they should be truthful, but kind. And kind, rather. Truthful and kind. Okay? 41 minutes, almost 42. Okay. I'm really hoping this has been serving you. I love you. Pay attention to your actions, but again, not just towards others, to yourself as well. If you see yourself in the mirror, if you see something that you don't like, immediately try to practice as a habit, at least say 5 positive things about you as well. Put a list about you if you need to. What can I say that I actually do, I'm okay with? You can even start with I'm okay with, that I can say if I tell myself, oh, you look fat in this, or you don't like good in this, or your hair is like that, or whatever that may be. Have a list prepared if you can't think on the spot, that you can tell yourself that are kind and truthful. Because you also need to practice, if you have the need to put other people down and bring other people down, even if it's unconscious, it's because there's something in you that feels like it. There is something in you that needs more love, that needs more hugs, that needs more work, appreciation, whatever that may be, healing, forgiveness. And when that is sorted out as well, the need of saying stuff like that to others will also start to diminish. So there are a lot of things that can be involved in that. But first and foremost, ask yourself, is this sentence that I want to say kind and truthful? Is it going to serve anyone? If it's not kind, if it's not going to be serving, will I hide behind the mask of, oh, it's the truth, or, you know, I'll delete the comment if you find it offensive, or I'm just joking, or ask yourself this. And make sure you stop yourself if you can in time before you say something like that. That's why when they always say be present, that's one of the things. So you don't say stuff that are like that, so you don't behave in a certain way that you're not supposed to. So you know, be present, ask yourself, act accordingly. Love you so much, guys. Mwah. See you next time. Bye.